In this video, we'll be making a proposal generator from absolute scratch, and I'll be showing you everything in a live format. Like, I'll build it with you, I'll share my random thought processes, I'll share my useful tips and each and everything that helped me build it, so that when you start to build it, you know each and everything about why we are putting what we are putting. This proposal generator asks you a few questions about the call you had with the prospect, and then makes a proposal presentation for them instantly so that you can get off the call and send it to them and collect that cash. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so first let me show you what are we gonna build in this tutorial, cause it may look simple, cause it actually is, but the thing is, it's actually usable, and that is what we care about, right? This is the form where you will need to kind of put in the data once you have met with your client, once you have had a call and you have closed them. Let's say the prospect name is Event Horizon, which was a company I made in previous video. They sell luxury protein supplements, two products as of now: protein shake and protein bar. Can you see how naturally I'm writing? Like, it will detect any kind of language because it's AI, and you don't need to write in a very formal form. You can write anything and it's gonna still generate it. So how are they creating static ads of now? They have a designer who charges 4,000 per month. What props is working with? Ad creatives aren't good enough, they don't perform well, and the designer is super slow. What's the desired outcome? They want fast ad creatives for cheaper and in less time. How much are they spending on ads plus creatives as of now? They are spending 4,000 on meta ads and 4,000 per month on designer. How much did we close them for? Let's say we close them for $2,000, and that's pretty much it. You have to click submit and everything is gonna be done on its own. Just have a look, and the form is submitted. Let's actually go. It's the AI is doing its job. It's filling the entire thing and it's gonna give it. I've tried multiple times, so let's actually see how this one goes. All right, we have it over here: automated creative solution for Event Horizon, and boom, we have our entire proposal. Like, it was that simple, you know? So while you're having the call with Event Horizon team, you can be like, okay, these are these problems, they want this desired outcome, this is how much they're spending on everything, and it has everything, you know? Actually, the company Senior Automations, it's a mock-up company that I've made for this tutorial. It actually sells AI ad creative, so that is what all of this is about. But you will need to enter your company details and what do you have in products and services. So yeah, that's specific to you, but it's gonna make it regardless about you and about your prospects, and it's hyper personalized, it looks nice, and it's professional, and that's all we need, right? So let's actually get into making it, and I'm gonna make it from scratch so you can follow me along, and let's go. All right, so before we start, let's actually see what we are building, and I'm gonna give you an eagle-eye perspective of how we are gonna build it. All right, so the first thing we're gonna need is some sort of way to make the presentation, and we are using Google Slides. One tip I've taken from Nick Sarayev is you have to start from what do you want in the end. We want a Google slide thing over here, and you know, we have to fill some sort of data in it. So we need a data filler, right? And a data filler could be ChatGPT or any sort of model, any sort of LLM, and this will actually fill the data of what we need. That's a two-step process, and ChatGPT also needs the data, right? It also needs it from somewhere. How does it know what's your company, what's your prospect? So you need to fill a form. It's a three-step process, and it's going to give it the result that we want. So you first fill the form, it will get to ChatGPT or any LLM. LLM is a large language model, so ChatGPT, Claude, Perplexity, anything, they all are considered to be LLMs. And then it will go towards the slides so that it can make the presentations. All right, get it? Simple? Yeah, it is. Okay, so let's actually talk about how we have to build it. So live build, we can go over here. And then the first step is obviously a trigger, but as we discussed, the Nick Sarayev method, I'm gonna build it from the last, which is the Google Slides. And then we're gonna select replace text in the presentation, because we are going to build a template on Google Slides, and all we need to do, all the LLM is going to do is replace the text we already have. Let's say we have a title text on a presentation, ChatGPT is going to go and fill out that title, like it's going to replace it. So that is why we're going to select replace text in the presentation and nothing else. All right, the first thing we need over here is to create a template, right? And let me give you a hack. You can go over here and select a template from this, but I seriously don't like it. I don't like the templates over here. So what I do is I go to canva.com, because Canva is pretty sick. And then in Canva, I can search for proposal presentations, and let's see which one do we like. I'm gonna just reselect what I loved. So let's actually find it. It was pretty hidden, but it was awesome. So maybe it was this. Yeah, I think it was this. So you will click on customize this template. So what you're going to do is download it. So for example, I'm going to click on download. I'm going to use PDF standard. Nope. I'm going to use PPTX, which is a PowerPoint document. And then it's going to be downloaded. And once it's downloaded, you can go over here, click on blank presentation. And then again, click on blank slide. I'm going to say test, file, import slides, and then import the one that we just downloaded. And now it's going to look something like this. But now that you have it in your slides, like Google Slides, so you can start playing with it through n8n. So first thing we're going to do is connect n8n with the Google Slides, because until it's connected, how the hell are we going to replace the text, right? So for that, you're going to need to go ahead and click on new credential. I've already made it, so I don't need to. And then go to Google Cloud Console, right? Over here, click on this Google Cloud Console. Once you are in the Google Cloud Console, you're gonna have to make a new project, because most of you don't have any. And then I'm gonna say new YT tutorial Google Slides, create. Once we have created, just click on select projects over here, notifications, and you'll be taking some sort of this screen. So first you have to search for Google Slides over here. I'm gonna search it real quick. You can go over here as well in libraries, but this quicker. So Google Slides API, and then click on enable it. And once you're here, you have to go on OAuth consent screen and click on get started. You have to create an app name. I'm gonna again start YouTube tutorial Google Slides, and then user support email, external, and then again I'm gonna put the same email, 449@gmail, and then click on finish, and your first step is done. Once it's done, you have to just create a OAuth client. Click on application type, web application, web application 1, that's all right. Click on add URI, and over here go back to the screen and just copy this and paste it over here. Click on create, and once it's done, you will get your client ID and client secret. Just copy it and client ID paste, then go again back to it, click on client secret. It's done. You have to just copy and paste it over here. And there's just one more step that you need to do, is to go on audience, add user, use the same email that you used over there. Until you do it, you're gonna have some errors, so make sure you don't skip this step. And it's successfully done. So go back to it, click on sign in with Google, use the same account, continue, select all, continue, and boom, your Slides account is connected. And now you can use the replacement feature. So let's actually test it and see if it's actually working. Okay, so the first thing is we need to copy and paste this. This is the ID. So from D/ from there to before edit, you have to copy everything, Command C, and then you have to paste it over here. All right, the ID is pasted, and now we can use the replacement feature. I'm gonna search for, let's say, your company, and I'm gonna replace it. It's in JSON. Lol. Let's actually remove this. What if we use fixed? Yeah, it's working. And I'm gonna replace it with Cinehurt automations, and I'm gonna click on execute step. Is it working? You bet it is. It is working. So the first step is done. It was pretty easy, I know. And now we need to connect it with LLM, because you're not gonna make the presentation by yourself, right? It's gonna be done by AI. So let's actually go ahead. I'm gonna search for Chat GPT. Okay, OpenAI, nice. Message model, and let's actually connect it. Again, you need to kind of configure this as well. So first you need to create new credentials, then you need to go on playground, open AI. This is gonna come, just click on it, and then you will be taking some sort of this screen. If you haven't add any money to your account, so that's needed, you need to kind of do that, and then you can create a API key and then come back to it and then just paste it, and that's pretty much it. You can do it by your own, it's not that hard, I think. And now you have to select the model. I personally like ChatGPT 4.0, but nowadays ChatGPT 5 is doing fine as well. But again, for this one I'm gonna use 4.0. It's fast, it's cheap, so yeah, we're just gonna like use that. We have the step of actually customizing this to our required template, right? And for that I need some time to kind of go through all of this and create my own thing. So let me actually pause it and come back to you in a minute. All right, so now we have the template. Again, I'm gonna link it in the description so you can use the same thing. It's pretty simple, pretty elegant in my opinion. So the first thing is proposal title, the proposal subtitle, and then we have the problem statement. Why, what are they facing? Why are they facing that? Why that matters, like why is it necessary to solve it right now, how much money are you losing, how much money are you leaving on the table, and then what's our solution to it, how our system works, what are the stage 1, stage 2, and everything. Then we have the proposed timeline, how much time is it going to take to set up, and then it's going to be pricing, how much are we costing that. It's all going to be filled in the form, so you're going to have all the data over there. And let's come back to it. First we need to kind of have this laid, but there's a problem, as you can see it. Like if we actually directly change it, we're not gonna have a template anymore, because it's gonna be just filled. So what we need to do in between the image model and over here is we need to create a copy. So whenever ChatGPT gives something, it's gonna create a copy which is gonna be edited in the Google slide. But if we actually directly connect ChatGPT to the Google slide, it's going to create a problem, because it's going to change the template and then you can't change it again because you just lost all the variables. That's why we need to add a copy file node in between these two. All right, so I'm going to add, let's say, drive, and in drive I'm going to select copy file. That's it. It's that easy, lol. And then I'm gonna click on ID. Then I'm gonna copy and paste this. There we go. Command V. We just have to copy this. File name is gonna be let's say test1, and let's actually execute step if this is working. Problem executing workflow, what went wrong? Okay, so we need to actually connect a trigger. Delete. Let's say this. Now let's test it. Execute step. Is it happening? Let's test it over here as well. It should come out to be test1. This was it. Test1, yes. All right, now we're gonna name it test2. We're gonna add title over here, so it's gonna be a lot easier to differentiate between all of them. And here comes the most tricky part. All right, first let me actually connect it. This is not tricky. And once we have done that, yes, now here comes the tricky part, which is prompting. Like, how would you prompt it so that all of the things that we have over here replace and we get the result that we want, that is actually presentable and not like us sounding super AI-ish, because that's going to be such a problem. We don't want that. So I'm going to easily explain you in 3 different steps of how are we going to prompt ChatGPT. So in the ChatGPT node, what you can do is you can add multiple prompts. So like prompt 1, prompt 2, prompt 3, and so on. All right, so we're gonna give it multiple prompts so that we can get our desired result of how we actually wanted. The prompt 1 is gonna be just about the identity prompt, like what is she or it or he, whatever I'm gonna say it. So we're gonna just write like you're a helpful assistant, you help with, you're a professional copywriter. All right, it's pretty easy. But the second one, this is the tricky part. This is we're gonna tell her that, hey, I am giving you some input data and I want you to give me this particular output. And now the output should come as a JSON object, because if we want to replace each and everything, like let's say proposal title, we want to replace that, it should come out from ChatGPT as a JSON object, or we won't be able to replace that. If it comes as a string, which is a text, like if it gives all the results as text, what's gonna happen is, let's say there's proposal title and we fill that with all the text, it's not going to differentiate like what is the proposal title, what's the problem statement, what's a description. It's not going to replace all of that. It's just going to like fill each and everything in proposal title. So your title is going to be like 100 pages long. So we don't want that, right? We want it to be as a JSON object. And then prompt 3 is gonna be an example of I have given this input and I have gotten this output, and this is what we want, so that ChatGPT can know, okay, this is the example and we have to just train myself on that basis. So I think that's pretty clear. And the fourth prompt, so yeah, we're gonna use like four prompt. That's pretty insane, isn't it? The fourth prompt is gonna be our actual input, so the one that you're gonna get from form. All right, so you're gonna fill the form and it's gonna go directly to the fourth prompt, where we're gonna say now you have to do this. So again, the first prompt is just the identity. The second prompt is guidance, like what do we want, how do we want it, what are the rules and stuff like that. The third prompt is the example, and the fourth prompt is the actual data that we're giving. Now this is a complex system, yes, I may agree that, but this is the best one that works. I've tried some more, but they didn't work quite well, so I'm just gonna like share it with you. Now I don't have so much time that I can explain each and every prompt, so I'm gonna just give that in a Google Doc down below, so you can just copy all those prompts and arrange it as you like, but I'm just gonna go through it. So let's actually come to this. The first prompt is, let's say you are a professional copywriter and you build amazing presentations that can bring out money from anyone's pocket. You are a statistical mastermind who can who can show benefits to any feature. This is an identity prompt, so that we give that an identity, and then I'm going to use a system, right? This is the one usually used to models behavior and stuff, so this is one we're going to use. Now the second prompt, as we talked about, is gonna be you have given the identity, and now what do I have to do, like what's my main goal? So I've actually already written a prompt, so I'm just gonna like share it with you how I've written it. So let me just copy and paste it over here. Alright, so just have a read. Your goal is to generate a proposal using input data from a form. This proposal should be highly customized based on the company and product of the prospect, considering we are going to be sending this immediately after you have done. By the way, this is taken from Nick's Arrive, so yeah, he has written a brilliant prompt. It's working. The proposal template we are using has many fields. You must return these fields in one JSON object, and that's the most crucial part. And then use this format. What is this? This is the exact the variables that we had over here, because we have to just replace them, right? Have a look. This is the proposal title, and then I've just given, like, you have to replace the proposal title, and it's given it's written in this sort of form, so that we get the right object. It's like JSON. So just copy and paste it. Whatever you write, let's say you write proposal and not title, so you just have to like do this. All right, just change it based on that, but I'm not gonna do it again. Okay, that's it. So this here's your first prompt. You have to enter all of this based on what was your presentation, how have you built it. If you're just copying mine, you can use the same thing, but if you're not, then you have to configure this. All right, and then we have the rules. I have given it the tone, like how I want the tone to be. I'm also gonna write like don't sound like AI and use normal words and not the AI ones, because it's using the words like empowering and stuff like that. We all know like ChatGPT use it. And then I've given some specific knowledge about the stages, because I wanted her to know what are the stages part. Where it go? Has like this is the part like of our solution. This is stage one, like we're gonna like set up the system. It's gonna happen on its own and stuff like that. So that is what stage is. And the third thing is like we don't want any fields to be skipped, all should be filled. And then I've given the current date, it's December 3 now, so you can give that, or we can add a variable in the later part, so not a big deal. And then write the cost save section, which was this is where you have to give your own rules. You have to make your own rules. Like I want this over here, I want this over here, I don't want this to go this long. I want it to be time and not text, and I want this to have a slash. I want this to talk about numbers and whatever you want. Like just have a look at this and what do you want over here. I've iterated multiple times, so now I know what was the mistake that it was doing. That's why I can write it. All right, and then here are my company details. Like what does Cinema Automations do, which is a mock company. I don't have it as now. And how does it work? So you have to give your company details over here. If you don't give it, it's gonna like mess it up because like it doesn't know anything about your company, which is something we don't want, right? And then the next step is to give it an example. Again, I'm giving an example which I've stored. But just before that, we need to figure out something really crucial, all right? In order to make this thing, like you're gonna have proposal title, you're gonna have the problem, you're gonna have what matters, you're gonna have that solution statement, you're gonna have the stages of your solution, each and everything, and you're gonna have the price. What does ChatGPT needs in order to build all of this? Like obviously if we're giving price, we need to give it the price, right? If we are giving it the setup time, we're gonna let it know like, okay, this is how much time it takes. If you're gonna tell the stages, we're gonna let it know like what does the prospect do, so that it can be accurate, right? And then the solution statement, the why this matter thing, the problem statement. If ChatGPT doesn't have the data, how it's gonna build it? So that's why we need the variables about what we are gonna give it to ChatGPT so that it can give all of it back. And I have like 6 or 7 things that in terms of the form node, so that we can get the right data. Let me actually show it to you. The first thing we have, it's client company name, right? We should have the name of the company, that's pretty obvious. And then we're gonna have something about what are they selling, right? Like what their product, what their services. And then we need to know about how what are their creative setup, like do they have a designer, do they are they working with a designing company, what are they doing in the designing side, because we are creating static ad creatives, so we need to know about what are they already doing, right? Then we need to know about the main problems, like why are they dissatisfied with it. And then we need to know about what are their desired outcome, and this is gonna be filled by a sales rep ideally. So whenever he closes someone, so he's gonna fill all of this desired outcome. And then we need let's say current spend, right? How much are they spending right now? We need cost, like price on which they were closed, right? And then I think this is pretty much it. Like if we get all of this data, can we fill each and every part of this? I think we can. So now we just have to give all this data in a structured form to ChatGPT. Easy? Yes, it is. Let me show you how. All right. So we're gonna come to this, and then I'm gonna add a message again. And then in this prompt, I have a prompt. So I'm just gonna like give it to it. All right, so here's an example input for you. The first thing we talked about was client company name, which I've given the example as Event Horizon, which was a previous video I did. And then we're going to talk about the industry and products. Then we'll talk about the current creative setups, like do they have a designer, do they have agency, whatever. And then what are their main problems, what are their desired outcomes, how much are they spending right now, and then how much that sales closer close them for. Let's say here we have 14.99. This is an example, all right? This is just an example of if this input was given, what should be your output. How did I get this? I just went to ChatGPT and told her like this was the input, give me the output, and it just gave it to me. Like and I iterated it till I had the right thing. So again, it's a very long process. It took me half an hour to 1 hour, so I'm just gonna like show it. but this is how I got it. Again, you can just copy paste this prompt. It's in the Google Doc. Just go to it. And then here's our final message, which is the most crucial one. All right. It's just this thing. So we talked about over here how we want these many variables to come from the form. And now we want the form to fill out all these things. All right. So first, what we are going to do, we want the client company name, we want the industry and products, we want this. All right. And this is nothing but once we are going to add the form. So let's actually, let me just add the form as well, right? Form on form submission over here. We're gonna name it proposal generator YT tutorial. Form description, create one click proposals in minutes. And then once we have it, we're just gonna like optimize it towards the system, the things that we have. All right. So the first was what was the client company name? We are just gonna like ask that client company name. Then it was what are they selling? Are they selling? Then it was what's their creative setup? Their creative setup. Then we have the main problems, desired outcome. All right, two at once. Main problems, desired outcome, and then how much are they spending? Oh, by mistake, sorry. And then it's like how much are they spending on ads and designing. And then the last one is how much did the sales closer close it for. So how much did you close this for? So I think that's that's it. And now we have a fully fledged working system. All right. So whenever the sales closer is done with a call, all he need to do is to just execute the workflow. It's gonna be a link provided, and he's gonna like fill it with it. So again, event horizon, selling protein shakes and bars to luxury audience, creative setup, one designer, super slow, 4,000 4K USD month charge. Main problem, slow turnaround, bad creatives, desired outcome, fast turnaround, better ROS. How much are they spending? 5,000 USD per month. How much did we close it for? Let's say 2019, 203 USD. And that's it. I just have to like click on submit. Let's see if it works or we have some sort of error. ChatGPT is gonna give it some. Oh, that's interesting. That wasn't the thing that we. Oh, yeah, the major problem. All right. The major problem is still we haven't configured this, which we need to do. And the next one is we want the option to be output format, and then we're gonna click on JSON object, because in the prompt we told her to give back a JSON object that we haven't actually configured. Over here, come to this and then delete this because it was from the previous one. Client company name, boom, it goes there. Then we delete this. What are they selling? All right. And then again we delete this one. We add what is the creative setup, desired outcome, current spend. How did we close it for? All right, that's it. Let's actually test it again. Execute step. We should get the ideal result, which should be coming in this format, and like each and everything should be different. Well, looks like we have it. Each and every element is different, and once we have it, we're gonna next run the next thing, which is it's gonna copy the file, and I think it should work. The name should be test2, right? Test2. Oh, we have it here. It's not updated still. Okay, something. Oh, we missed the last step. Lol. We have to like write each and everything in the Google slide. Like, what do we have to replace? We haven't even added that. So we're gonna search for proposal title and then replace it with uh proposal title, right? And then it's gonna go to, then we have the proposal subtitle. So it's gonna come like this. Search for proposal subtitle. Oh, all right, not hair, hair. Okay, that's interesting. All right, it should be fixed. Boom, fixed. Then here, proposal subtitle, right? And then I'm gonna fill this real quick, all of them, just like that, like all the variables. We're just gonna like fill that. All right, so we have filled all of them, as you can see it, just the way I showed you. Now there's just one more thing we need to do. That is, first, like, let's delete it so that we don't have any confusions. And then I want it to have the title that ChatGPT gave. So I'm just gonna like remove this as file name and then add proposal title, and boom, I think it should work. Let's test again. I'm gonna like basically pin the form and execute workflow again. It's using the same inputs that we gave it previously. ChatGPT is writing. It has given everything. Proposal title, your company, this, this. And then ideally it should have the name of what's the name? Streamline creative solutions for Event Horizon. Let's see if we have it. Streamline creative solution for Event Horizon. And we have just made ourselves the best workflow. You see, everything is just perfect. Oh, it's not actually working. Is there any spelling error or something like that? Maintenance time. Let's have a look over here. Like, you're gonna have the issues regardless, you got this as well, your company, and then maintenance time, solution stage 2 3, maintenance times. Okay, I see there was a spelling error. Let's actually just go over here, copy this thing, and then over here I'm just gonna like paste that. Now it should work ideally. Let's test it again and let's see if we have any other problems. I think this looks good. Just one more thing, we'll have to run from here, execute workflow. You see, it's just a 4-step process and it works so flawlessly. We don't need to kind of create such big workflows in order to make it workable, because this thing works. Let's see the name. Turbocharged creative production for the Event Horizon. All right, we have it over here. Turbocharged. Okay, we have it. The name is right this time. And then the maintenance time, let it go. Boom. That's it. You have it. I sincerely hope you found this video helpful and you were able to build it with me. I kind of prefer this type of format where I'm building something live more than me showing what I've built, like the previous video that I did. So I'm gonna follow this format from now on. I hope you like it. If you don't, let me know in the comments, and I'm gonna see you in the next one.